Did I just push it?
No.
Yeah, I just pushed it.
Welcome to the Bleeding Burgundy podcast, a Washington Commanders podcast for fans, by fans. With your host, Jesse Martin.
What are you talking about? You're out of your mind.
John Taman.
We finally got professional football back. This is going to be fun.
Scott Hartley.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Max Taman.
As long as you got Jaden Daniels, you got a chance to win.
Spanning the eras of Washington football. Honoring the past. Commanding the future. And now, the world's worst podcast host, John Taman.
Hey, everybody. I am the world's worst podcast host, but as you can see, I am in charge of this MFer. And I just wanted to announce that here on the Bleeding Burgundy podcast, we have fired Jesse. We've decided we're going to go in a whole completely different direction. We didn't really fire him. It's a mutual parting of ways. He's probably going to get a job in Tennessee, I think. But what we're probably going to do, we're going to make an extensive search for a new podcast host. We're going to look at everybody, I think, from freaking Mike Greenberg all the way down to that guy that can chug like a 2-liter of cherry Coke all in one gulp on YouTube. So it'll be an extensive search.
Right. Badlands chugs.
There he is.
There he is.
When Jesse's trying to get us like some hot dogs and just come in as the hot dog runner, I was really tempted to leave him on, but.
Well, yeah, but you got to understand when it's Jesse and he's asking if he wants to run hot dogs, you're getting something completely you didn't expect. Anyway, there's our good friend. Up in his usual spot. The never-ending protocol, Mr. Jesse Martin. How are you today, sir?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah? Okay. Well, that's good. Well, let me make you
frustrated that I'm here.
Yep. Congratulations. Anyway, so, well, I guess, before we go getting into anything, you're frustrated. I guess that's a good enough place to start. So that's where we'll start with you. Right down here on the bottom right-hand corner, who thought he was getting promoted a minute ago and was very happy with himself from Royal Port of Barrow.
Scott Conley.
That would have been a feather in your cap. I got it.
It would have been. I mean, assistant to the regional assistant manager. That would have been the best job in the world.
I'm number 2 of the world's worst podcast, though. Even though Jesse's not number 2 to the world's worst podcast host, he can be just as bad as me if he wants. All right. And speaking of people that can be just as bad as me if they want, there's our good buddy Max Taman down there. How you doing there, Max? Mr. Newly engaged Max Taman. Congratulations.
That is true. Thank you. She has the little cold right now, or else she'd be showing the ring off, I'm sure. Yeah.
I've heard it called other things before. Clip that.
Yeah, clip that. There's no such thing as a little cold. They all suck. All right. Well, we might as well jump right into it. This is going to be one hell of a free-form show, everybody. There's a whole lot going on. Honest to God, we all got in a chat room in this particular room the other day to watch the game together, and the whole first quarter was Scott and Jesse arguing about a draft pick that we haven't even considered.
It was
the game here. These two are just going at
You're
it.
fucking wrong. It's asinine. You're wrong. It's asinine. You can't take a safety that high.
It was in comparison to Ireland. It was great.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. It was good. It was good.
I do not want to give any direction as to which way we'll go. So, Jesse, however you want to think about it, let's hear your fast first thought.
I'm glad we won the game. Fuck goddamn 2 spots on the draft.
Oh, I forgot. We played a football game. Scotty, what about you?
Yeah, I'm glad we won the game, and also I'm a bit miffed that Cliff's gone.
So you're Cliff miffed.
That's
pretty spiffy.
Cliff.
I mean,
he is Cliff miffed.
Cliff is probably trying to move out of DC right now. It's finally over.
It's finally over.
That was a terrible season.
Well, yeah,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And I guess it's Scott's favorite time of the year. It's the time where he can do a mock draft every day.
You know how you can tell Scott's been eating a cheesy dinner or something that's got a lot of bulk in it? It's because you get these books of free agent. Here's who I'd sign.
He's
He's sitting on the can with.
He's
nothing
probably
to
got like 19 lists already
Yeah.
that he's made
These
since the
texts
end
from
of
Scott,
the
they're
fourth
like they look.
I may or may not have done PFF, PFN, any other mock draft of choice. I've done
were
about
trying to go-
17.
But you were writing all
Oh
that
my
shit for us. You were like,
Yeah, I'm all over it.
All right. My first fast thought is that I forgot that we had a football game. There's been all kinds of news today. And not only was there all kinds of news today, there was all kinds of drama yesterday because there was no news. And, oh, my God, just sitting here watching the fan base, you can really see why these trashy-ass fucking Real Housewives of whoever the fuck, oh, no, he didn't. You can see why they're popular. Because people just sit there, they look at the fucking press conference and they go, look, you can tell by what he didn't say that here's what he was trying to say. It's like, Jesus Christ. Can we just listen? You got to understand, Dan never says anything. The fact he didn't say anything is completely normal. So does AP. So
I mean, they've been doing this from day
looking
one.
for between the
you know?
lines.
Well, like we talked about it in our chat. It's like the press conference that I heard was exactly what I expected to hear.
Sure.
Nothing concrete. Okay. Hey, the season's over. We got a lot of fucking work to do. Okay, that's all, and that's all we need to fucking hear. Of course, everybody knows they got work to do. Everybody knows, but they're not going to drop any context or anything that's going to give away jack or dick about what they're doing.
Who was it I saw yesterday?
No, I agree with that. It was me. I put it in the chat and said, look, I'd rather that that AP came out and just said, listen, we took a swing, it didn't work, we move on. You know what I mean? Instead of I think coach speak and platitudes and bullshit doesn't help anybody when you're trying to look at. Yeah, I get it. I get what people are saying, but it's like we hear from Cliff twice a year: the start of the season, right after the draft, and then we hear from him at the end of the season. That's it.
They're not going to throw anybody under the bus. That's
No,
not. I
know that.
You know,
I know that. But he could have came out and said, "This is the reason why I took a swing, and this is the reason why it didn't work out, and we'll do better next year, etc., etc." Just a bit of honesty.
I mean,
yeah, but I tell you what, when you, I like this as a trait of Dan Quinn and Adam Peters. I think you should play it like the old Mike Shanahan, Bill Belichick method. Say absolutely nothing unless you are by rule have to disclose it, and then you have to tell them. But whenever they ask a question, if they just go roundabout and tell you that they're all trending in the right direction and Wednesday's coming and by Friday we'll know more, why don't you check back with us, call us on Tuesday, it might rain. I love it. Just say nothing and nothing.
Yeah.
Tip no hand.
We're not owed anything as fans. We're the only thing they owe us is to put a team on the fucking field.
Half these people act like it's their job at McDonald's.
know,
I'd walk in
I
there and
know.
fire it. Look, you can't just go walking right out the door and find another fry cook like you can at work. Go ahead.
Hey, Jacob from Japan. All right, we got another
Hey, we
Japan
got
man
Jacob
in
from
here.
Japan in here.
All
I'll tell you what. Oh, Sponge Pop. He wanted us to say his name. He donated $500, even though we don't have a donation list up there. Thank you very much, Sponge Pop. That's very nice. We'll say your name again, Sponge Pop. And Jacob from Japan. Hi from Japan. That's pretty cool. Except we've already had people from Japan come in here. Our Yam Sensei. Where is he? He's our resident Japanese guy from Japan.
But he's not. He's not.
No, he's not
Japanese.
Japanese.
He's not.
He's not in Japan, and he's not Japanese.
So Jacob is now our resident.
He's our new person in Japan. Oh, watch SpongeBob. Throw him out of here before he goes and spells that word out. Get him the fuck out of here.
Got it.
Clown off and here, look, send him to West Virginia.
He can't even spell.
No, he can't spell. And we're not going to let him spell. So take your ass out of here. All right. Great. Roddy's the only one Japanese guy per podcast. Roddy knows the rules. There you go.
Yeah, he knows the rules. Yeah.
No, I tell you what, we're going to break the rules because that's what kind of podcast we are. All right, so let's talk about the game and get that the fuck out of the way. We won. It cost us 2 draft picks, which Grant Paulson tried to equate to a 3rd-round pick. The dumbest goddamn price. I mean, what a stretch that was.
Oh, just wild.
Oh my God!
We dropped from 5th to 7th.
The pathetic sense of these fucking Grant.
Hold on, you're
You're
underwater.
in war.
You're underwater. Give it a second.
Underwater.
Still underwater a little bit, but go ahead. Now you're
No,
out.
like they're acting like it's the end of the fucking world and how stupid. I think losing that game when they had a chance to win it would do more harm than fucking good.
I don't think it makes any difference whatsoever. I did notice Josh Johnson on a television commercial the other day, so at least people got to know his name when he was on a TV commercial, a national TV commercial. I think that players play to win. People were talking about, okay, once again, why don't you start Sam Hartman? What at this point? Why do you have him here if you're not going to start? Look, we all saw. All right, everybody saw why you don't start him, and there's other players out there. You owe it to them to give them a chance to win because that's why you coach the fucking team. That's what you're there for. That's what they're there for. So, moving from 5 to 7, Max, tangibly speaking, what does that equate?
Nothing. It's the draft. It's nothing right now. It's a crapshoot. What it is, hey, the 5th best player might not be there, but the 7th best might.
You don't even know who the 5th best player is?
Exactly.
That right there, Max, is you don't even know if
Playing on over 5 years.
The 7th best player could be better than the 5th.
Exactly.
Player,
It doesn't matter unless there is a bona fide stud in the draft, which there's not this year. No. There isn't anything. Who cares about 5 or 7?
All right, just win bets, baby says it doesn't matter. We need to trade back or down no matter what. All right, man, he is emphatic. We have so many holes. We need a guard. We need a line. I don't think we need a guard. We need a linebacker, pass rusher. We have no picks. Double exclamation point there for everybody paying attention.
We're going to be very, very busy. This is for just win bets, baby. We're going to be very, very busy in the offseason and free agency.
Yeah,
the draft,
for sure.
I'm sorry. I do not see a circumstance where we would trade out of the top 10 and acquire enough draft capital because this draft is kind of weak. Right? That's what
Grant Paulson was trying to equate to, was saying in the Jimmy Johnson scale of draft value, draft pick value, which they still use. The equivalent point value of the difference between 5 and 7 is enough to make it a 3rd round pick, the same value as a 3rd round pick, which is like the most. Yeah, it's fine, but in your math world, it doesn't matter. What it literally is 2 people.
Wow.
If you pick 5th, you have a choice between all these other people, and then they take one. And then the guy who picks 7th, he gets to watch somebody else go off the board. So 2 people are gone. That's what the difference is. That's it. That's the difference. Trade value, unless you're planning to trade back, and I don't think it's 7. You can.
Yeah, I just don't see a scenario where we'll trade back. We need the best players possible. Yeah, I know we have limited draft picks. Okay. Yeah. We do. We just do. And listen, I would make that Tunsil deal over and over and over again. I think everybody on this panel would too.
Yep. Agreed.
And the Debo deal.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. But you need to find some blue chip players. And trading back is not going to help you do that. I think in that top 10, you have a better opportunity of finding one of those type of players, whether it's a pass rusher or whether it's a receiver or in whatever position they deem necessary to pick. Get that player, and you need to get to a 7.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it makes a massive difference at all from going from 5 to 7 in any way, shape or form. What it does matter, though, is it matters to end the season on a win, irrespective of who you're playing, what the opponent is in front of you. It also brings that into the off seasons for those who will be staying with us. And this team wants to win, and it's like it's against the Eagles as well, which is all the more sweeter, even if it is their backups. I don't care. Do you know what I mean? It's just
we were playing a fucking third string quarterback.
Exactly.
Yeah, who cares? I mean, that's the thing. I don't think that there's any such thing as momentum from one season to the next.
I think it was good for the locker room.
I think it's good for the locker room. I think it's good for the players, and I think that everybody's out there trying to put on a good show and some good film to get out there because a lot of players aren't going to be on the team and moving around. So, in terms of what it was of value to me as a fan, I had a good time watching it. I thought it was a kind of an entertaining game. To be honest with you,
I agree. I agree with it. This here, the Lattimore deal. We're all in agreement with that. The Lattimore deal didn't work out. We get that.
We need you coming by on Fridays. We need you coming by on Fridays at 5:30 because that's when we talk about bets in the NFL. We'd love to hear some opinions from you.
Definitely.
Listen, I'm not really worried about the Lattimore deal. You take a swing, and sometimes it misses. Every team's missed on a.
It was costly.
Yeah,
it was costly.
it was understandable, especially at the time. We needed a fucking cornerback, and he was available.
Yeah.
So
it's unfortunate.
it is what it is. We have to deal with it from there. But we're not just going to try to trade willy-nilly and not get what we could get in terms of a good player. Then, go back up to 14, 15, or whoever wants to try to trade, because we're not going to get the amount that I believe we should for that particular pick.
It wasn't about your comment. Just giving you a chance there to wash it out, because don't think I didn't hear you say Twade.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you were laughing at willy-nilly.
Because you got stuck there, Twade willy-nilly. And I was like,
Twade willy-nilly.
Come on out, you screwy rabbit.
Like seriously, we need the best player on defense, or a wide receiver, or a fucking run. I don't care who we pick, but I want that player to be fucking bang on.
I am dead set against running back at first pick at 7. Dead set against it until we do it, and then I'm like, "Fuck yeah, man!" We got
So
I was just looking at
Go
a
on,
highlight
Max.
from Jeremiah Love.
real quick,
he is awesome. Don't get me wrong. Somebody
I
brought
do-
up. I'm sorry, Max. I'll get to you one second. Let me make this quick point. Somebody brought up Bijan Robinson. All right, they took a swing at Bijan Robinson, and you know what they did? They went from whatever they were when they drafted him to 7 and 9, and since then they've gone 8 and 9, and now, 8 and 10. They were 7 and 10, 8 and 9, and now 8 and 9. And this Sunday they had the opportunity to play for the right to send the Panthers to the fucking playoffs. So don't tell me about this luxury pick.
It's still better than 5 and whatever.
So
5 and 11, I suppose.
I do just want to rehash the difference between 5 and 7, because I saw that someone cherry picked a graphic off of Twitter where
Imagine that.
in 2023, the NFL draft, Devin Witherspoon was the number 5 overall pick. The number 7 pick was Tyree Wilson, who was an edge out of Texas Tech.
Okay.
You know who the number 8 pick that year was?
Tell me.
No.
It's Bijan. You just said it.
Oh, I
number
thought it was
nine,
me.
number
What do you
9
mean?
was
Well, damn. I should be
number
making a
9
lot
was
more money.
Jalen Carter. So you can find great players
Oh, yeah.
at 8, 9. Hell, Tom Brady was a 6th-round pick. Like,
Well, that's always the one you
Where
go
was
to.
Mahomes? Mahomes was what?
Mahomes was 10. But
There you go.
also, if you trade back, Jesse, you're probably going to know this off the back of your hand. What was the Jahan Dotson trade back that we got instead
Oh
of that?
shit! Yeah, we got
Cole Turner, Sam Howell, Brian Robinson,
Yep. And then the
guys that aren't on the team anymore.
Yeah,
That's who we
yeah,
got.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was
John
Bates.
Bates. Was John Bates part of that as well?
We thought we fucking won the fucking lottery with that.
Well, of course you
We
do.
thought
You
we
know, every
fleeced
time. Yeah, every time you do that, and with players in the draft, like you said, it's a crapshoot because there's so many different intangibles that go into it. They have to match to the right scheme, the right coaches, and everything has to work right. You could take Love, and he would be the best back that doesn't play because we can't keep scoring down, and before 2 fucking quarters, our run game would be ineffective because we don't have time anymore. We got to go.
I mean, to go
I think
further on that,
Before we
Max,
get on to all that kind of stuff, let me just real quick. Let me bring us back to the Eagles game. Remember, we had a football game this past Sunday.
Who gives a shit?
I know. Well, that's why we're here. And, look.
we definitely need.
So
a
real
receiver.
quickly, though, we'll just go real through
100% need
it. Was there anybody you could think of that you could give a head smack or a butt pat?
Yes, I wrote down a few.
All right, go right ahead. I'm not even going to hit the sound effects.
All
Just
right,
do
for
it.
head smacks, I think we can all agree on 2. Quan,
Go ahead.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
How many
And-
snaps did he play?
not many, and Josh Johnson for throwing the interception, because that was an
To
awful
win his
interception.
second football game in the NFL in 14
was-
years. I ain't
Well-
giving him any shit.
Well, he's also on my butt pat list for the rest of the game. Jeremy Reeves with the interception played a pretty
Yeah,
good
Reeves
game on
needed a butt
defense.
pat.
Reeves
Yeah.
was all over the place.
Also, River Craycraft caught a punt.
He
He's
did
not
that
getting a
last
butt
week,
pat for that.
Yeah,
He gained
why
a
not?
yard,
Yeah,
Scott.
come on now. Got his name called.
He got his name called, and look, his mom got to see him play in an NFL game 2 weeks in a row.
Who did we say? Who did we say that? Oh, I said,
I think
make
I
sure we give
deserve
a butt pat.
for picking the Steelers to beat the Ravens, and we
Yeah,
Well,
you
fair
did.
play.
got-
Fair play.
ultimately
You did.
got Harbaugh fired. We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
All right, what were you saying, Scott? Sorry.
Who did I pick when we were talking and we were watching the game? Who did I say? Oh, you got to make sure we give him a butt pat. I can't remember who it was. I have
Well,
no
he couldn't have
idea
gotten
now.
a very
I'm
good-
lost.
Someone on defense.
It was someone on defense. You're right.
was-
Was
I
it? Was
must
it
have been
Reeves?
Reeves.
It probably
It was
was
all over
Reeves.
the
Yeah.
Might have been Reeves.
Everywhere.
But also, Cliff Kingsbury deserves a little bit of a butt pat for the game he called.
Yeah, it was decent enough. Yeah.
I mean, you win a football game with Josh Johnson, you did all right. I will give Josh Johnson a gigantic butt pat for being able to take that safety and turn him around and make him.
Oh yeah! Oh my God! I was going to send you the video of that
back there. Holy shit!
Yeah.
He got his ass. He juked him out of his shoes. My man turned around and ran away from him like he had the plague.
that was funny as
Von Miller,
funny as
does he
hell.
get a butt pat for the sacks?
His incentive.
Yeah. Anytime you get double-digit sacks, I'm happy with you.
And Bobby Wagner's probably played his last game for us, and then obviously 2,000 sacks, 2,000 tackles. Sorry,
We'll see.
which is
He could be the new defensive
2,000 tackles. Yeah.
I tell you what, I would not bet yet that he's played his last game with us.
Ah, come on, man.
Yeah, not yet.
Surely.
Look, man, I'm just calling it like I see it. I'm not telling you
I
my
know.
opinion.
Usually, when we haven't heard anything from Bobby about that, and usually
But he's still
when you get
sleeping
a sense that a player might be going, there's talk about that, and I don't think he's going any. I mean, he might not play for us, but I think he's playing next year.
I think he plays here. I don't know that he's going to play 100% of the snaps, and I would hope that they don't consider him a building block going forward. But honest to God, other than the pass, he still think he can play.
Yeah, he's still viable
So,
in situations.
Who was that other linebacker that was so horrible? 50. What the hell was his name? 50. Never want to see him again.
They got Walker,
Devontae Walker or
something like that.
Oh, DeMarcus Walker. That's who he was.
Yeah.
So
I
DeMarcus
think they picked
Walker.
him up on the street.
Maybe
a couple
learn your
weeks
name.
ago.
Well, you know what? You see why. I was not happy watching him play. I would have much rather seen Medrano play. All right. Was there anything left in the Eagles game that's worth talking about? Hey, Jake Moody made a 56-yard field goal. You know what that means?
We also
signed him
missed
to
a,
5-year.
Missed an extra point though.
I know.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah, we'll have a new kicker next year.
It was a
Was it an
field
extra
goal.
point or was it a
No,
field
it was
goal?
a field goal.
He
but it was
doinked
an
the
extra
field
point
goal.
distance.
That's
It was
right.
from-
Yeah.
Yeah. So did we ever find out why they got to the 20-yard line after that? How the Eagles got the ball at the
Because
20 after that?
when you miss a field goal inside the 20, that's where the ball.
Oh, they
goes.
put it at the 20 automatic?
Oh,
Yeah.
if it's inside the 20. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Not really. I think it should be a turnover on downs. Why
Yeah,
the fuck
just
do
give him the
that?
ball right there.
That don't make sense.
I guess it's because you fucked up that bad that they're just like, no, fuck
They're
you.
gonna punish you some more.
You're going to march it backwards to the 20, and that's where they get the ball. All right, so I think we're done with that. The big news of the day, of course, is that the Commanders did not make the playoffs, and, well, that sucks. And they fired both coordinators, which we expected one, but Cliff, we'll start off. We might as well get the bongos out. Go get our fucking resident beatnik Charles out. Let's see. Charles, hit it. All right, first fast thought.
My first fast thought is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to see who they bring in before I can have an actual opinion.
All right, you know what? Fuck these bongos. God damn it. Everything, it drowns out everything. Say it again. First fast thoughts.
Before I can have an actual opinion, I want to see who they bring in. If they bring in Brian Dable, I'm gonna mail this thing back to DC.
Yeah, I agree with about the Dayball. I think this was the dumbest mistake since letting Trent Williams go for a bag of fucking peanuts. I think this is
good
going to
peanuts.
cost.
You got to admit.
This is going to cost Dan Quinn ultimately his job. I don't know what happened. I'm not going to speculate at all.
Yeah.
But I think it's foolish. I think it's full. Jaden's pissed off.
Pissed off?
That's
Where we got
that is
that from?
already
Who says that?
out there.
Who said
He
it?
is not happy with. The
I heard the
situation.
word disappointed.
I mean,
That doesn't mean this is what our fans do.
listen.
Oh my
Listen,
God.
his mom.
Oh,
listen,
yeah.
no,
professionals,
stop.
man.
His
They'll
mom
move on.
tweeted out yesterday
I saw
that
Just
he
stop.
was.
Did you listen to
he-
yourself? Did you
No,
just
I-
hear what you
yeah,
said?
if his mom is saying something, you don't think that's coming straight from fucking Jaden?
Oh, I think his
Come
mom
on
opened
now,
her mouth no
come
matter
on.
what.
They are attached at the fucking hip. She still has a leash around his fucking neck.
So what was
Yeah,
what was the
I
current?
believe-
And she's his agent.
I 1000% believe Jaden is very upset about this, and I think it is detrimental to his progression as a quarterback. I'm sorry, this is the wrong move.
Okay. All right. Well, if that's the
I disagree. I disagree.
Get over it, kid.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree that it's. I think I disagree that it's detrimental to his quarterback, to his development as a quarterback. I think, and this is genuinely my opinion, if you're into VR headsets, you watch all these plays, you watch all the things, you're supposed to be this intelligent quarterback who's out there delivering the team. You can learn a fucking playbook. That's what you get paid for. Learn a playbook, understand it, and then play that. I can't do that in my job. I can't go in half-assed and go, well, I'm sorry, I've lost my boss, so therefore I can't play.
Just
no, I'm not saying it's easy.
More good quarterbacks out there.
I'm not saying it's easy. I don't disagree with you. Well, finding the right QB is hard. Is very hard. We haven't done it. That's why we've got Jaden. But I think everyone's panicking because they're saying, well, he's now got to learn a new new playbook. I checked this out. He had 2 different offensive coordinators at LSU. One coordinator at Arizona State, and this is his second one here. It's 5 playbooks to change.
NFL is a different story. Just win best baby says his mom, does she lay out his clothes and make his lunch before breakfast? I guarantee she does. Fucking probably. No doubt about it. They still live together. Everywhere he goes, she's there.
She is there, and that's the bit. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I do
the initial feelings as opposed to how you feel when professionalism sets in. I'm going to toss this into the ring, which is a little dose of reality. They mutually agreed to part ways. Cliff is interviewing for head coach. Hang on a minute. Let me finish what I'm saying here. Cliff was agreeing to head coaching interviews prior to all of this. It's serendipity. I don't think that it's a matter of everybody just said, you're fired and get the fuck out. I think he was leaving, and they were happy with that. They were fine with that. All right. I think
we'll see. If he gets a head coaching job, if he doesn't get a head coaching job, then no. This is
I agree with, and I think this whole Diana Rossini rumor that came out last week is there's a rift between him and AP. He hasn't done what he thought it hasn't worked out the way we thought it was. Then he's fired, and it was very. I said to you in the chat yesterday, I said the vibes I was getting from Adam Peters and Quinn didn't seem like Cliff would be around for very long. 24 hours later, he's gone.
I didn't catch any of that. Like I said, they were par for course of every interview they've ever given.
But for me, I think the problem with Cliff is, and I agree, I think he should have had probably another year because you can't make chickens out of chicken shit. When you've got nothing because everyone's injured. I get that and I understand that. But the first year with Jaden, he was great. And it wasn't a problem. Our red zone this year, it just gets too cute. How many times have we said it on this show? It gets too cute in and around the red zone.
Sunday, he gets
true.
Can't run when we get down close. We have a problem.
Yeah, you're right.
He's got to get cute because we cannot get this far. Every time we have fucking 6 inches to go, we never fucking get it.
And that goes all the way back to Jay Gruden. I'm telling you, this has been a problem for so fucking long. It drives me
longer than that,
dude. So here's what I say, and what did I say all day on Sunday it was Sunday when we did that. I lose track of days during the holidays. I don't give a fuck. When you walk up to the line and you're that close, just touch the center's ass and go. Look at them all. They're all standing there. The fucking Eagles are standing there. The goddamn Commanders come up. They stand there. They get down. Is everybody ready? Okay, here we come. Fuck all that. Get down there and just go. You're in. You got this far to go. Just go. Touch the center's ass.
The other teams because it's basically they do it the same. Every team does that shit.
I hate it.
I know what you're saying. I'm with Max though. I'm saying if you bring in a new, we have to see who we bring in. And then we'll see where this goes. But we've had this before. I mean, I look at Cliff's offense and think, was that any better to the previous offense?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes,
he had a much better
for one season. For one season with much better quarterback.
We had a better quarterback, and when we were healthy, Jaden was healthy, fully healthy 3 games this year.
Look, we had a string of 37 possessions last year where we scored. They didn't stop us. Wasn't scored. We scored or ended the half. We didn't get stopped.
For most of the season, we had the defense focusing on Debo, and then we have these Joe Schmo practice squad players out there
Well, yeah, but you guys didn't see the report that Cliff started parking in Dan Quinn's parking spot, and then that's where the relationship started to fall apart. So
who is it? Scott. I mean, Scott Turner's offense, not Eric Bieniemy. Obviously, that was. Yeah, we can go away from that.
He didn't have an offense. He just fucking yelled at shit.
It's going to depend on who we bring in, because we can sit here now and say this is a big mistake, but if we bring in, I'm not saying the name that popped up to me earlier was maybe Bobby Slowick. Would that be the worst case scenario?
He was fired for a reason too.
You're right, but you're right. He had the 19th scoring offense at his last year with C.J. Stroud being hurt. The year before that, he developed C.J. Stroud into Rookie of the Year. So
I mean, so did Cliff. He developed Jay Daniels into
I get it, but we're not going to find a coordinator right now that's never been fired.
That's why we should never have fucking got rid of him.
Listen.
If they bring Brian Daboll's butt-playing ass up in this motherfucker, I'm done.
What does Dan Quinn like to do? What does he like to do? What were we talking about as they were building this staff that we expected them to do when they started getting poached?
Yeah. That's eventually when
they're going to put Bobby Johnson in charge of this offense.
He got fired.
Well, I know
no, that's the O-line. The O-line coach.
When they were building this staff. And we saw how they brought in the passing coordinator from Philadelphia, right? Bobby Johnson, right?
No, the other Johnson. It's not Bobby Johnson. Bobby Johnson's the O-line coach. He's been fired today.
Right, he got fired. It was
all teams do that. Yeah, all teams do that.
That's the NFLPA. But what's his name? God damn it! He's the guy that they're going to.
It is Johnson. You're right. The one who was at the Eagles.
Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson.
They're going to elevate him. That's been the plan the whole time. And if they don't, why wasn't he fired and all the other offensive coaches fired? Because if they don't bring him up, that signals that they say the whole philosophy is junk. We're going an entirely different way. But I think they're gonna elevate him, and I think that's what
I would much rather have Anthony Lynn.
Thank you to his Brian.
Peter Pritchard, unfortunately, we lost him. I think he would have been more on the track to Stanford, because he was developing with Jaden as quarterback coach. I think him would have been a better fit, I guess.
Look at this thing.
Y'all fired him.
God damn it.
He wasn't that good. Y'all fucking fired him though. Y'all fired him after one fucking season.
They do stuff like that up there though. It's what they do. They didn't I told you last year that fucking Sirianni was going to be the first coach that was fired right after the Super Bowl.
So Max, you have head coach openings. You have
I have the
interviews and all that sort of stuff. Let's see all that.
The current head coach openings, the Ravens, as of 40 minutes ago, which is the biggest shocker of them all.
That's a shocker. Fired is a shocker.
After 19 years, fired him.
Yeah.
The Raiders, expected. The Browns, expected. The Titans have been having an opening since October. The Cardinals, the Giants, and the Falcons. The coordinators that are currently open, the Cowboys defensive coordinator, both of Washington's, the Lions offensive coordinator, the Raiders offensive coordinator, the Giants defense, and the Jets defense.
Now, the Raiders offensive coordinator? What are we expecting? We need somebody to fucking clean out the trash cans or something?
Now,
let me say this, and I don't think he's going to become available. They're probably going to keep him because he's still on contract for the next head coach. And any head coach who would go to that team would be probably stupid to get rid of him. But Jim Schwartz, if there's a way we could...
It's just going to depend on who the Browns bring in.
Here, that's what I mean. Mm-hmm. But, seriously.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, no, I mean...
We'll get there.
He's on my shit list right now, but Quinn's a good coach.
So... I just saw this as well. Just to
Stefanski takes Stefanski in a heartbeat.
Stefanski is an OC, sure, but
100%.
If you're sitting there and you're kind of on the fence, like if you're a Todd Bowles, if you're a Mike McDaniel, John Harbaugh getting fired is going to be an eye opener.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
now, Mike McDaniel as an offensive coordinator. Maybe.
Yeah, I'd take that. Bring it back
to
work under Quinn. I think I don't know. That'd be a bit of an interesting one because I was fully expecting him to get taken into the back room and see you later. There's the exit door.
Real
Bye-bye.
quick from Schefter just now, John Harbaugh is expected to be a favorite for the head coaching job of the New York Giants.
Oh, there you go. New York Giants.
So the head coach interviews that have been scheduled as of whenever the NFL.com last updated their tracker. The Cardinals have Bob Saleh and Anthony Weaver.
All right, so wait, before you go any further, this is 2026. Can we all just agree that the Cardinals are never a factor in anything? Who fucking cares what they do? It makes no fucking difference ever.
Jim Gannon, did you come on the bus?
Hey, Jonathan
you
Gannon
can add
is
the
a,
Browns to that too,
look,
John.
look. Jonathan Gannon is a DC.
Maybe. Did you come on the bus, or did you walk here? Oh, fuck off.
Atlanta has Clint Kubiak and Anthony Weaver scheduled. The Browns have scheduled Todd Monken only as of right now. The Giants have Lou Anarumo,
Go anywhere.
Kevin Stefanski, and now John Harbaugh. The Titans, strap in for this list, boys. Lou Anarumo, Vance Joseph,
Smart gentleman here.
Raheem Morris, Matt Nagy, Steve Spagnuolo, Kevin Stefanski, and Jason Garrett have been scheduled.
Got a lot of. Yeah, he stood there in front of the.
Raheem Morris is the favourite for DC here, along with Al Harris.
His defenses, if you
Al
look at
Harris.
I don't like it.
Raheem Morris's defenses were never that great, except for the
No,
one
I
time
agree.
he won the Super Bowl, and he had the best defensive player in the league on his team.
So I got a list of candidates here that are linked to Dan Quinn and candidates that are linked to to Adam Peters.
Hang on, before you get started, we got to give you your propers here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Royal Port of Barrow, UK. The list of the week. Scott Holland.
So DC candidates with links to Dan Quinn. We've got Al Harris, obviously Bears passing game and DB coordinator. He was with DQ in Dallas. He's their DB coach from 2020 to 2023. Aidan Durden, who's British, by the way. Seahawks DC.
Anything like that? Get out of here. Really?
Yeah. Then
Did y'all hear how Scott said the name Durden?
Aidan
The
Durden.
amount of space he put in that U. Duh.
Aidan
Durden, yeah. Raheem Morris, obviously
Barf.
ex-Falcons head coach. Jeff
He was here
Urbrick.
too, and he was awful.
Marquand Manuel, Giants DB coach.
Come on.
Yeah, apparently he was with DQ in Seattle and Atlanta. Jerome Henderson, who's the Colts DB coach. Scott McCurley, who's the Steelers linebackers coach. George Edwards was his Bucks passing game coordinator. He was with DQ in Dallas. And then ones that are linked to Peters are Flores. Obviously, that will be tough. And then we've got, who else have we got here? Corey Undlin, Texans defensive pass game coordinator, was previously an assistant with the Pats in 2004. Wink Martindale, he's got links to DP. Wade Phillips, got links to DC as well. And Joe Woods, who's with the Raiders at the minute.
It is a name, and
Wade
I think his best is past him, though.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, agreed
Rick
with that one.
Martindale is very interesting. That's very interesting.
But with the Schwartz, Schwartz would be my number one. My only thing is with him, whoever's coaching the Browns is probably going to want to retain him because he's that good of a coordinator. And two, would Quinn want to relinquish all the defensive power to Jim Schwartz? Because I think that's what it's going to take to get him here. He's going to want total control over the defense. And I personally would want that. I think all of us would.
Absolutely.
Would that mesh well with Quinn? Because Quinn is kind of the overseer of everything. Is he going to be like, all right, hands off on the defense? I'm not. That's yours. Do you think, or do we think, Quinn would do that?
I do. I think Quinn has. All right, so far in his career, he's gone really high, gotten fucking really embarrassed, come here, gone really high, and then gotten really embarrassed again. All right. But one thing that I put in his favor when we were doing the coaching search, I read about him after he lost the Super Bowl, right? After the big collapse in the Super Bowl, and how he was able to go forward from that was he sought out other big-time sports collapse victims or, whoever. He sought out these guys that had gone through what he went through, coaches, players who choked in the biggest moments, and got their perspectives on things and tried to learn how to make himself better for it. So I think that when you look at a season like this and you see how bad it was, if you have got any self-awareness whatsoever, fuck yeah, you take your hands right on off it and say, I am clearly too drunk to drive. Give me somebody else.
Can we please get rid of Tommy Donatel as well?
Oh, why is he still in the building? Tommy Donatel is the defensive backs coach. You know why nobody can fire him? Because nobody speaks his language. I think he speaks some kind of fucking ancient Somalian that nobody understands. And that's why our fucking DBs are in the back. They're all back there. Right. There's no communication going on. They don't know what the fuck they're saying.
Speaks in South African clicks. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So anybody that's going to get offended by that, well,
It was a joke. Sorry, it was a joke. Yeah. I mean, and there's listen.
Get out of here.
Yes, I am worried about the defensive coordinator position. No doubt about it. I do think, going through last year, we saw how bad the defense was, but this year was kind of compiled because of the injuries that we've suffered too, and the lack of pass rush. And you can't expect Von Miller to be our top pass rusher and expect to have a good season. No,
but I can expect
we had
Juan
issues
Martin
early. I think Demetric Wise going out early affected some things, and then our issues in the back end did not help whatsoever. So I think whatever defensive coordinator comes in, it's not going to get fixed in one season. Okay, there's going to take time to fix, have a good defense. So I think we're just going to have to kind of bite the bullet, hopefully have a better defense next year. But the year after that, I think, is really when you're going to start seeing
No. Hold on about it.
Extreme.
Put that back up.
Put that back up. Yeah.
Yeah, put it back up. All right. Sorry, Jesse, were you finished?
Yeah, I'm just saying it's going to be a year or two before you see an extreme difference in the defense.
I have a thought about that, but I want to read this. Just Win Bets Baby says, I don't think he has a choice now because he brought his boy Witt in, and that didn't work out. His job, DQ's job, is now on the line because let's be honest, we're not making the playoffs at least. If we're not making the playoffs, at least he's gone. Don't give me this injuries bullshit. Look at San Francisco; they had injuries. I agree with everything you said all the way up until that. And
bullshit.
San Francisco,
I'm calling bullshit on that.
Well, the reason that San Francisco is able to get through all this stuff is because they've been building this team for 8 years with the same group. So the players, it's the same reason like the Patriots could plug and play because they knew what they were going to get 5 years down the line with the players that they were able to pull. We expect instant success out of everybody or they got to go. Put that back up there again. There was something else I wanted to say.
Hold on. I want to go. The San Francisco injuries were last year, and please tell me their fucking record last year. Sorry, they were a lot healthier this year. They were a hell of a lot fucking healthier this year than they were last year, and they were shit the year before that.
This year, their injuries are Nick Bosa.
Their quarterback missed a lot of time.
But they had look.
There's your key.
Mac
Kyle
Jones
Shanahan.
It's Mac Jones. He is a
first-round
quarterback.
He gets good play out of everybody.
Yeah, so multiple people bring up this 49ers, and they're misinformed about their injuries, man. They really are.
Look at every NFL team in the whole out of all of the 32 teams who had the most players to IR this season.
And it's
16 us.
It doesn't matter. We're not comparable to them. We have got a roster that is so destroyed by the previous. They've been building since Rivera started destroying, or before Rivera started destroying ours. They've got the same people that are in charge. So they are able to pick guys 5 years ago that they know that they can do. And do not ever underestimate how important it is that Kyle Shanahan could literally shit into his hand, put it under center, and it would throw for 250 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Do you guys remember Kyle Shanahan's first year
as OC, or
when he was in San Francisco?
Yeah.
They started 0-9.
Yeah.
Then they traded for Jimmy G, who didn't start right away. Right. And then they won 5 straight to end the season. Could you imagine if we started the season 1-10?
Oh my God!
With a first-year coach.
Oh my God! This city would burn down.
Do you Kyle Shanahan's second year when Jimmy G got hurt? They went 4-12.
Yeah. All right. Well, fuck the 49ers. Yeah. That's the one thing
I think people need to hold the brakes on how bad our roster is, because they need to look at the whole big picture on why it's fucking bad.
All right. Well, here
it's wrong, and that's exactly what he said. Rivera killed us. That's what he's saying.
I want to go back to the top of this. DQ's job, I do believe, in this year is on the line, and I think that it should be. Pull that off of there. I get it fucking on there again. Where did it go, Scotty?
I've got it there.
All right, there you go. Look, it's it's 2 years. And yeah, you're right. There was a lot of injuries. And even though there was a lot of injuries, you lost 9 in a row, 10 in a row. How many lose in a row? We lost a fuckload of games in a row. So now you've gotten rid of everybody else. This year's going to have to say something. All right. I agree. Playoffs or bust. And I don't mean win the division, go 12-6 or 12-5 or whatever. You got to get in. All right. You can't go from NFC Championship to this bad, even though we had a lot of injuries, and then not get in the next year when you're relatively healthy. That's what
I don't think you need to be playoff or bust, but you have to show improvement. You have to be at least 500, like right around the 500 mark. Because
I think they need to make the playoffs. To be honest with you.
I think
especially by getting rid of Cliff makes me think they need to make the playoffs.
But if you look at the NFC, playoffs is going to be 10 to 11 wins. And
10 wins minimum.
This is contracted by the vets' day offs are contracted by the NFLPA. That's union shit. Man. They're not going to come to work because the union left off. Right.
That's just ingrained in every coach and every fucking. That's just they expect that and they get it.
It's in the contracts. Once you are vested a certain amount of time in the league, you get vet days off, and it's in the NFLPA agreements.
It's 5 years.
No, all right. Well, you'd have to show me that.
No, I'm saying it's 5 years. So it's after you've done 5 years, you get that rest day off.
You're vested. Is it 5? I thought it was 3.
I don't think it much. I think they know what to do. They just have to fucking translate it out on the fucking field. And besides, even in practice, they're really not allowed to do anything. They can't hit anybody. They can't tackle anybody. So it's just really kind of.
We've had this discussion ad nauseum, haven't we?
Right. Even though they're not home playing video games. Anyway. All right, so
2 important decisions in the coming, I'd say, weeks. Go ahead and get this done sooner rather than later.
At the same time,
because you can't rely on AP to pick players for a specific offense or defense that you don't know who you're getting in when you're drafting.
We're not gonna be searching for a coordinator in March when free agency opens up.
No.
I agree with that. And also, which we discussed about before, is this talk of this 86 million that we've got as spare cap. You haven't had a rollover. You don't know how much is coming in as the new cap space. And if we make two or three cuts, we're at over 120 million. So we've got so much money to play with.
Well, we also
Lattimore is going to save you 19 million a year. Get that done today.
30 players going into free agency. That's going to kill a lot of that fucking money.
Yes, I know. Cliff Kingsbury is available, Tyler. We thank you for that. That was. I like your humor. That was good. I like that.
All right. I don't know if he's being serious or not. Yes, Cliff got fired today, there, Tyler. I doubt we're going to rehire him. He's not on our team.
Listen, for one, it takes 2 to tango, and 2, you're not just going to trade just to pick up a couple back end picks. It's just not. No, because
you can't trade out of the top 10 in this draft. You just can't.
The picks you're going to acquire, they're all crapshoots. Go for the sure fucking thing, man, or as close to the sure thing. You can never. Doesn't matter if you're fucking 1 or fucking 279,000, whatever. None of it's a sure thing, but you need to come as close as you can to the fucking sure thing.
And what you got to do is match somebody to your fucking.
Caleb Downs. I agree with you, Max. Me and you are on the same page.
No,
don't just go after names. Don't just look at somebody's stats over here and say, "Oh wow, he's so fucking good." Because if he comes here and he doesn't fit what you want to do, or he doesn't fit with our players, it's not going to work. So don't get all starry-eyed, right, and sit on the toilet.
That message was for Scott Hartley,
right? Send us big long texts about who you want to pick up in free agency.
All right, James. But we do have, though, free agency, as Max said. We have free agency to go through. We've got all this money to go through. And there's a lot of panic at the moment about where are we going to get depth from, what we're going to do, who we're going to get in.
30 players.
There's a list. I know, but there's so many players that we can get that are better than what we have right now.
Oh, there are. And we'll be able to this year. It's like, unlike last year, half the league this year is going to have to make maneuvers to get cap space. Last year, everybody was flush, so they could sign anybody they wanted. Dude, Myles Garrett, the new sack king, I'm not playing for this team. I'm tired of losing. There's no fucking way. There's nothing I'm going to do. Nope, I'm not going to play the team. And then he was like, what was that sound? Oh, it's a gigantic fucking ocean liner full of money that you're dropping off at my house. I'll play for this team. So that doesn't exist this year. We will have players come loose. We will have quality to pick from this year.
There will be some quality to pick from, but we still, 86 million, 100 million. That money's going quick. It's going to go quick. We have
Thank you.
30 people
Dude's
walking
running
out
the
the
show.
door. 30 roster spots. Listen, 30 roster spots are gone.
Yeah,
That either we have to re-sign or fill that void.
we had 42 we had to re-sign this year, Jesse.
All right. Well, it's
And-
just
and-
when
and-
just when he's
and
running
how
the
many
show
big
for us.
names did we come up
How
with?
many big names were available? That is
true.
that
That's
take
true.
should never
That's
be said again.
That's
Last
true.
year's free agency was so bad.
Yeah.
That's true,
Yeah.
but we didn't get no big names, and we still
We got
didn't have-
three.
Didn't have,
We got
didn't
three.
have that's not what you're getting. That's not my point. Even though we didn't sign the big names, we didn't go overboard on contracts. Well, we still didn't have a whole lot of fucking money left.
Well, yeah, but you maybe because we also again had to sign a fuckload of people, and
gotta do that again this
let
year.
me make sure we're
Right, but-
crystal clear about this. We had to pay Matt Gay. I mean, you got to put priorities up there. We had to give Matt Gay a contract.
They're going to want to re-sign Tunsil. Peters talked about that. You know, you want to
Yeah,
go
he
ahead and
did.
sign him up. That's going to be a big contract. That's going to be a chunk taken out of that.
It's going to be it's going to be 29 mil a year average.
I think
Maybe
we got
30, maybe even 30. He'll reset the market for tackles, that's for sure.
Just
Especially
add a
after especially after Cross just
Which
got
I'm totally
signed on.
fine with.
Yeah,
so am
think We're all totally good with.
Get
But
it
you
done
don't have to.
before-
But it might be a large contract. You might look at that and go, "That's a massive contract," but it doesn't have to be a huge cap hit this year.
No, it
You
never
can
does.
finesse. You can
They're all
finesse the
very creative in how they
contracts.
do
It's
that.
also money in pocket. You have to be.
Of
able
course
to,
it is.
you have to put that
And when
money
you
in
have
there.
when you have billionaires and you have so many of the so much money, pay it up. I don't think Josh Harris is as tight ass as Dan
London
Snyder.
Stadium.
I understand. I
The
understand.
other thing, well, Tunsil also doesn't have an agent, so he doesn't have to consider himself having to pay 10% to anybody. He does his
True.
own, and I think it's going to cost 30. So
Yeah,
and I think you
listen.
should pay it.
If Tunsil came and said, "Oh, I want 31 million," I'll give him 32.
31. All I
It's
want
not a
is
problem.
just
Pay
have it
him.
done- Just have it done by June. All right.
Exactly.
Just have it done
Exactly
by
right.
June. Adam Peters, you got to understand that your job is not just to acquire talent, but it's also to acquire talent and get them in the building and ready to play. All right. Get them in the building so the coaches can coach them. Don't fuck around, and over negotiate and wait too long. And a guy holds out and holds in. Just
I don't
when
want any
says,
of them to.
We don't need.
Wagner is cheap for his position, and Miller is chump change. I mean, those contracts don't matter in the grand scheme of thing. Really, they really don't.
Miller is
They
gonna-
matter because
if
they're
Miller
old.
played
That's the
what he was
point.
expected to play, it would be a wholly different story. He was the starter this year, and he shouldn't be.
No, I welcome. I want Von Miller back. He was our best pass rusher.
I would like to have Jacob Martin 100% on this in this
Oh, I
rotation.
think he's coming back too, but I don't
Yeah.
think Martin. I don't think either one of them should be starters. Those are supposed to be depth players, and we need to use them as depth players. I think they'll be great depth. And
Alexis,
we have to have depth.
Commanders.
I mean, we saw that this year. Both Armstrong and Wise got injured. You're two freaking. Oh, get the hell out of here with that.
Commanders need to hire Pete Carroll, says Alexis.
Your
you know-
two starting edge rushers go out.
Right.
Yeah, Armstrong.
And then starting
And Armstrong was
safety,
on a really
Craig,
good
you
pace. So what I'm saying there is you either supplement that with a Bain or a Falk or whoever is in the draft as an edge rusher, a Bailey. Then you say, right, okay, we can pick up a free agent edge rusher who's not going to cost you the earth, who is on the up and is playing well, like a Malcolm Kuntz from the Raiders.
Right.
He will cost
Solved.
more than a Von Miller, though.
Oh yeah,
Wagner
absolutely.
can't
But then
no, he can't. But he's damn good in stopping the run.
So like it's gonna be such a telling tale in the first part of free agency as to what the draft strategy is going to be. If they go heavy, if they give a lot of money to an edge rusher, they're not going edge at first round. They're going to go safety or secondary. If they go opposite, they're going to go after one of these edge rushers. And if they get Ruben Bain with his 30-inch arms, I'm going to lose my mind. But
you don't like him because of his arms, his arm length.
you can't.
Which I
have
get.
short-
I understand. I know you can't have short arms. I know.
as an edge rusher. Look at Montez Sweat. What makes Montez Sweat so good?
Yeah.
His arms are 60 inches long.
16 inches.
Good.
60.
About this big. He's crazy. He'd be the funniest looking guy on the field. He'd be like one of those thalidomide babies from the
I
50s
will say,
that had flippers.
Montez Sweat is the reason for one of his
16
my favorite quotes by him of saying Montez Sweat. He's so good when he's unblocked.
Yeah, yeah. That happens all the time. Yeah, you said.
Well, I tell you what, if we can get the priest who is doing the holy water before the Steelers game, I'd be quite happy with that. Yeah, why not? Did you see that? By the way,
Yeah,
did you see that?
blessed the end zone, and then both kickers.
And then he missed. I know.
I've never seen anything like that at the end to end a season like that. That was crazy.
I did see.
But we also do have to realize it's not going to be fixed after one season.
Oh hell,
we got a lot of fucking work. to do.
That's why when you say if we go 500 next year, Dan's if we go 500 next year, I'm sorry, that might be fireable. I mean, depending on how we got there,
You could still get into the playoffs with
look at
in your
Carolina.
team not
Do you know what? This is the first thing me and Twist are probably going to agree on. Absolutely, we agree on that. Clip that.
Dang, Twist. I don't know what I ever did to you, my friend. All right, here I'll tell you what we do have. This is why you want Wagner back next year. He's going to have a brand new rascal. He's going to be faster than ever. He'll be able to keep up with the tight ends. All right. That took me way too long to get that joke together. Where were we talking before Twist went ahead and made me sound like the biggest queen on the show?
It's because you are. He's not wrong.
Stop it.
Did you guys see?
Have you heard of the Super Bowl champions, the Eagles from Philadelphia? I went there once. Hi, Jalen Hurts so yummy, it should be illegal. So I say, go birds and fly, eagles fly. Cool, cool like an eagle, fly, fly like a man. Throw, throw like a monster, as hard as you can. Devontae Smith has my heart and a romance can start tonight.
There you go.
That is the worst.
Well, I know it's not the worst. That's the worst part about it, but it's fun anyway. I mean, I'm glad people are in the spirit up there in Philadelphia. It beats eating fucking horse shit like you guys have done. That's a fact.
Or throwing snowballs at Santa. Yeah,
That's a fact. All right. Let's see.
Do you guys
What
want
do
to
you-
pick the playoffs, or are we going to do a show Friday?
Yeah, we're doing a show Friday. In fact, what I'm thinking is this will be our last Tuesday show, unless you guys got a different idea. I don't see any reason to do that. Fridays
we'll go to Fridays until
until the
season's
Super Bowl.
over with, and we'll probably take a little break, then come back before free agency ramps up.
Right. So set your vacation schedules accordingly. Make sure that you are here. Because look, I understand that because of the magic of the internet, you could be anywhere in the world. Scott has done this podcast from his balcony in Turkey while he was getting his hair plugs put in. Twist said, I'd eat some shit for another Super Bowl freshly squeezed. Now that's
fandom right there.
disgusting. All right.
So
that is Phantom. That is Phantom right there.
I'm trying to find this
Philly fandom right there.
Well,
talk about the Eagles. I'm trying to find
So I was
something.
going to talk about the Ravens real quick because
Yeah, go
so
ahead.
this is from Schefter. In the first 45 minutes after John Harbaugh was fired, his agent said he has received calls from 7 NFL teams expressing interest. If we
guess
do the
so.
quick math, there's only 6 other teams that have had a fired coach. Someone with a head coach has called John Harbaugh's agent.
Miami.
Miami
Yep.
and Tampa. Those are the big two.
I don't know if Tampa gets rid of
Dallas.
But if you look at all of the hype that they had going into the season, they've won the division 2 years in a row. All of a sudden they miss and they go sub 500. And plus, when you end a season 2-7, that's bad.
If they mallet McDaniels from
I can't believe I can't.
Miami, would you entertain that as OC? Heavy links to DQ.
I would bring him here in a heartbeat.
Who?
Bowles?
Daniel?
No, both of them, McDaniel or Bowles.
I'd bring Bowles here in a
I'll
heartbeat.
take
too.
Bowles as a DC. Fuck yeah.
I like that. He said, "Is it Washington?" Fingers crossed.
No,
Hey, you know what, man?
Can we also talk about the disrespect of the spreads right now for these playoff games?
I haven't even looked at him yet.
I haven't even
All
looked
right.
to him yet.
Let's start. The Rams are favored by 10.5 on the road.
Makes sense.
The Eagles are favored by 4.5 over San
That
Fran.
does not make sense.
The Packers are favored by 1.5 over Chicago.
Yes.
The Patriots only get 3.5 over the Chargers. The Bills are road dogs by 1.5 I'm sorry, road favorites by 1.5, and the Texans are only 3-point favorites.
No
It's
way
Tuesday. That's
on
the opening.
earth should the Eagles be favored in that game.
It's
No
gone
way.
up. It's gone up. It started at 3. When that opened,
I
the
would
Eagles were
I would
-3.
take
That's
Carolina at plus 10.5. Yeah, I'm taking a heartbeat.
That's one.
Come back Friday, just win bets, and we go through all this. So yeah,
I'll tell you
come
what.
back.
I wouldn't pick Carolina if my life depended on it. If somebody held a gun to my head and said, bet one way or the other on the Panthers, I'd be like, you're just going to shoot me because if I know. When you open the hole up in my head, look in there and see if there's a clue because I don't have one when it comes to that goddamn team.
I mean, I'm taking the Panthers and the points.
I'm not touching them. They have the capability of winning 30-2 and the capability of getting blown out 30-0. And I did say
True.
2.
Yeah, we have our betting show, our betting portion on Fridays.
Friday at 5:30. And I did want to show this to Twist. Twist, you still in here? These are the kinds of Eagle fans I like.
Back up the middle, and he boots it. No, just no. Why the fuck would you go? Why the fuck would you go? Why the fuck would you go? Why? What the fuck am I watching? He's such a. Oh my god! What the fuck? What in the goddamn tourney? Get the fuck! Oh my god! What?
Was that
Go ahead.
was that this week or was that an old one?
It's an old one.
Can we just take a minute though? Can you play that without sound and just look at the background of this guy's?
Yeah, loads of Chargers helmets and stuff like that.
Look,
Bizarre.
So, Dad, are
probably a
those?
double
Does
fan.
he have your pictures on?
Back up the middle, and he boots it. No, just no. Why the fuck would you go? Why the fuck would you go? Why the fuck would you go? Why? What the fuck am I watching? He's such a. Oh my god! What the fuck? What in the goddamn tourney? Get the fuck.
All right, we had enough of that.
It's very possible. I can't zoom in enough to be able to see those ones on the back wall there, but it does look like a couple of those drawings that I did, doesn't it?
That's what I thought. I first saw that because I was looking at the wall while he was carrying on, and that's a great man cave. It's a Philly man cave, but that's a great man cave.
Yeah. I don't think I drew any Eagles like that in that pose. I drew a couple of them. I like Dan Marino I had in that pose.
I thought that was the Marino ball that he had.
I mean, if he's got Marino hanging up in there,
That shit
Cool.
was like nails on a chalkboard.
but if
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
if he bought that from me back then, he would have had to have been like 9, 10 years old. So no, I doubt it very seriously. And yes, that was like nails on a chalkboard. You do notice he has a man cave, but there's nobody in it watching the game with him. Right? This dude doesn't have any fucking friends. They're like, oh, Jesus Christ, Jimmy wants us to come over and watch the game. Dude, get
So
off.
Nick Sirianni's dumbass. Okay, sorry,
boy.
sorry,
I'm-
Twiz.
Go ahead. He looks like
They-
a Sunday on Sesame Street.
They forgo the second seed. All they had to do was win, and I guess he thought that they could beat us with their backups.
Well, no, the Bears had to lose too.
I think
Yeah,
all
because
they
the
had
Bears
to
beat.
do-
No, the Bears beat them. They had the head-to-head.
Yeah, the Bears were going would have been second seed. Yeah.
So I mean, they didn't have their own destiny.
But still, they I thought what's his
If
name?
they won, they would still need the Bears to lose because the Bears beat them
Didn't the Bears
head-to-head.
lose?
Yes, they did, but you don't
No.
know that going into the game.
I think the Bears won, didn't they? Or did they lose? I'm not sure.
Still, I think you should do everything you can to get your highest seed. I mean, listen, like you could have home playoffs throughout the playoffs if, you know, who's the first seed? Why am I blanking? Seattle loses, which is a very good possibility that Sam Darnold becomes Sam fucking Darnold. I think that was just like a dumb, idiotical mistake. On their
Real
part.
quick, on top of that, Sam Darnold leads the league in interceptions.
Yeah,
Sam Darnold has 20 turnovers, and that's still a 14-win team.
They lost 27-24 to the Vikings.
So Sam Darnold is still Sam Darnold.
He can
Don't forget.
He can be. He's got an excellent wide receiver that he also can hit, which is what he wasn't able to do in the past. And he's got a very good running game. He's got a great 1-2 punch with fucking Walker and Charbonnet.
What I'm saying though is like if we're talking about Seattle to turn into Sam Darnold of past, he's there. He just has
Wait a minute, Twist. Are your backups? You're gonna laugh at that? Ringo should have never seen the field. Let's get something clear. Ringo got run out of his shoes by Josh Johnson. You think that's our starting quarterback?
You think we had backups too? I mean, what the fuck are we talking about here?
That was a backyard football game with a bunch.
Our whole entire offensive line was
wrong. Yeah, no, that second seed is very, very fucking important.
Our whole offensive line was backups. We have no backup center.
You ain't gonna get any argument from me, brother. I'll tell you.
And then it's like we're on a third string quarterback.
Yeah. Like,
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We're over an hour now, and we got a show coming up on Friday, and we're supposed to be sticking it to an hour here because Scott he has to get up in the morning and go to work. Show us your brand new sweatshirt there, Scott.
Yeah, it's pretty smart. Wife got me this for Christmas.
I just like making it.
It's got a nice W on there. It's got that bit on the back, and then
I don't want to.
the back.
See.
The
Oh no, do the twerking like you were doing before when I saw that. Hey, wow, Scott, that's pretty cool. You mind getting your ass out of my face? Let me see that. Yeah.
No.
Well, maybe that'll be on for Friday's show. Maybe we'll have video of Scott twerking. I don't know. Maybe. All right. Anyway, let me put the music on here. I gotta find it. Anybody got anything left to say? By the way,
so yeah, we'll check the DM. A real man cave. That's
oh boy. Yeah, send it to Jesse, please.
Oh, okay, a real man cave. All right, we'll check that out. I'll say that if it's a picture of somebody's fucking asshole, you're never allowed that.
I don't want to see no asshole.
Send it to Jesse first.
Yeah, send it to Jesse. That's a pretty nice man cave, but it looks kind of humid in there.
First round exit.
Go Birds. No, I can't root for them in the playoffs. I don't know about these people.
No.
Say now that we're out of the playoffs, I'm
San Fran's got your number.
Fuck that.
I don't talk to me about playoffs. I've got to sit here and watch it. Fucking hell.
Yeah, but you at least have the excitement of watching Karen get excited.
That's true.
To be fair, it's probably the only time she's ever going to get excited.
I mean,
Clip this.
There's a small chance, albeit a small chance, that y'all win, and then this gives you an extra chance.
I think the Jags are going to win.
Anybody's got a chance right now, except for Carolina. Although, fuck if I know. I can't figure out Carolina to save my life. What? What do you owe?
I'll tell y'all later. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So the After Dark podcast.
Yes.
All right.
Patreon members only. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, become a gold member. Find out the dirty joke that Max was going to tell us. All right. So anyway, we will be back on Friday afternoon at 5:30. Listen, I'm going to write a song for you, Scott. I'm going to write a song. I'm going to write a song, and we're going to see if we can't record it together. And
Scott, intern Corey has been doing a lot of work into your family.
Has he?
No,
I bet, yeah.
Let's see if we can write a song about Call Me Lawrence when the lights go out. Call me Lawrence when the lights go out.
Trev, big Trev.
I will wear a wig and you can pout, so you can call me Lawrence when the lights go out. let's get together.
All right. The cuff.
Oh, Trevor.
All right, Trev.
Trevor.
All right, we're going to be out of here. We'll see you all on Friday. 5:30, we're going to talk about the playoffs coming up, make a couple of parlay bets, and discuss all kinds of other fun kind of shit like that. And we hope to see everybody come back in the chat, man. That was a good time. A bunch of good people coming in here to say hello. Some people want to come in here and spell words out that we're not going to fucking say. We're not that goddamn stupid, and we'll get you out of here before you fucking write it. You ain't getting away with it on our show. But you porn bots, you're welcome to come on. And all of you whores out there, come on in. Show us your pictures.
Scott will talk to you.
Yeah, that's right.
Scott will talk to you during the show, and then Jesse will DM you after the show.
Some of these people that do come in here are some reprobated motherfuckers, man, and they might actually click on your link. So, but if you come in here and you're writing up some racist shit, you're fucking out of here in a heartbeat. And with that,
Agreed.
That's right. You're going. All right, we will see you all on Friday, and until then, take care.